Alright, it's been a while, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a video. It's been a long time. I've been doing nothing but live streams like once every month basically, never a video. At least not in a while. Since the beginning of my channel, you guys have asked me, what medications do I take? And I always refused to answer that because, I don't know, I feel like that was a deep personal question, but I'm just gonna go ahead and, I've been doing this for a while. I've already talked about sewer slide and other mental health things, you know. I started taking medications before I was actually diagnosed, but they were more treating the symptoms of my depression and anxiety instead of my psychotic symptoms because it was weird to her that I was having psychotic symptoms at such a young age. But it's not that she didn't rule it out, she just wanted to focus on those things first. And so before I was actually diagnosed with schizophrenia, she gave me medications for depression, and the first one I took was Wellbutrin. That is the first medication I was put on was Wellbutrin. Let me redo that. Also known as Wellbutrin, and it was help, like I said, to help with my depression. And I take 300 milligrams of that. It's weird because sometimes I'm like, oh, it doesn't work as good as it should, you know, or something like that. And then if I ever get off of it, I realize really quick, like, nope, it actually was helping a lot. And so it definitely helps a lot for me with my depression. I'm not making this video of like oh, you should talk to your doctor about being on this, or you should be on this. It's not like that or anything. It's more like you guys were curious, so I'm just telling you what I'm on, you know. That's just what I take for depression, and it's a pretty common depression medication. And then I got put on fluoxetine, also known as Prozac, for my anxiety. And I don't take that anymore because I started having really weird side effects with it, where it just made me really dizzy and almost fatigued in a sense. But I don't know if the fatigueness was from the fluoxetine, but it made my vision really weird, and I got off that. And this all happened recently with fluoxetine, so I'm off that now, and I've gotten better since that. And I take 30 milligrams. Well, I did take 30 milligrams of that. My and then that's for my mood, you know, things involve my mood. Then I went ahead and got diagnosed with schizophrenia, and then she was comfortable with putting me on antipsychotic because, like I've said previously in other videos and streams, she referred me to a neuropsychiatrist. It took me like a year and a half to get into, and they did a 4-hour total evaluation on me, and then he told my parents after that he's going to diagnose me with paranoid schizophrenia early onset because I was 14 at the time, and they told me when I got home that he diagnosed me with schizophrenia. And okay, so the first one I got put on was called Risperidone. I do not take that anymore because that was really bad for me, and that is a very common medication used for schizophrenia. And like I said, they took me off that real quick because that was making me really not functional. It really zombified me. And so the next one they put me on was the one that I'm still on, which is Aripiprazole, also known as Abilify. And this, like I said, I'm still on it. I take 12 milligrams of it, and it did give me a lot of side effects. I mean, all of these together, I had severe weight gain, and I was a twig my whole life. Like, if you've seen videos of me in the beginning of my channel, I was skinnier than that. Like, when I was 14, I looked almost unhealthy. That's how skinny I was. You could say I looked unhealthy in some aspects. And once I got put on this medication, I gained a bunch of weight, but not in the good way. In 3 months, I gained about 45 pounds. In 3 months, or 50 or so, 55, I don't know, a lot. And then when I first got on it, I went from like 150 to like pounds to 190 in like 3 months, and this happened over a course of years, and eventually by the time I was 17 I weighed 225 pounds when I was 17. And then I was 18 and I started losing weight, and but I was also on my meds a lot less, my antipsychotics, and so that happened, and I think that's why I lost a lot of weight also. But it's because I wasn't on them as much, and I think they were causing me to gain weight, like a lot of weight. I think that's why it was happening, and so, but also like the fact that I also never, I wasn't physical. Like I didn't do any physical activity. I didn't do anything. I never left the house. I ate junk all the time, you know. So that also didn't help. So I went from being a twig to being obese in a sense, really. I was actually classified as obese. Um, and then I've lost a bunch of weight, and then now I'm like 190 pounds. But I'm taller than the average dude, but I'm like I'm not considered tall. I'm 5'11", like I'm almost 6 foot. I'm like right there almost, and I'm like 190 pounds or so. So I'm still considered overweight, but whatever. Um, and so that was me on a perfect result. And then I also started taking lamotrigine, also known as Lamictal. And this is weird because it's usually used for epilepsy, seizures, and bipolar disorder. But in some cases, at least I assume in some cases, it's used for schizophrenia because that's what I take it for. And so I take 150 milligrams of lamotrigine. And in case I haven't mentioned it, I take 12 of Abilify. Um, and another thing I had before I started taking my antipsychotics is they prescribed me something to help calm me down, because when I started having issues, it started as paranoia and then delusions, all topped with major depression. And they were delusions and also severe paranoia. But my doctor was like, well, he needs something fast acting that helps, you know, calm him down. So they did something that they that's not usually used for anxiety, but it can be used, and that's what I use it for. It's called hydroxyzine. I take 2 milligrams of that, and I don't see how it helps. My family says it helps me. I don't see how it helps, but it's just a type of sedative, I suppose. But also is used for like itching and sweating and rashes and hives, and I don't even know. But like it can also be used as anxiety. It can also be used before operations, I guess, to calm people down or whatever. But yeah, and I don't ever take that. My hydroxyzine, I never take it ever. Like I have bottles that are years old full that I just never opened, because whenever I get my medication refilled, they just give me everything. So I'm like, okay. So out of all of the medications I named that I take still, uh, just the Wellbutrin. I don't take the fluoxetine anymore. I don't. I don't. I don't take my antipsychotics, and I wouldn't recommend this if you're schizophrenic. I would not recommend this at all. You need to take your antipsychotics unless you're just having severe, severe, severe effects from them, and then in which case you need to talk to your doctor about, or psychiatrist or psychologist about it, or whatever. Um, I don't take mine uh, because, well, the effects. I don't like the effects it has, but also the effects that I don't like that they give me come with every antipsychotic that I know in pill form that I can think of. So I've learned to manage well without being on my antipsychotics compared to back in my teenage years. In my teenage years, I had to be on my pills. I had to be on my pills. It did not matter. But I've been off of them for a few months besides my Wellbutrin, and I've been doing really good. I still have some slip ups, but I'm still functional for the most part. And I can now rationalize. I've gotten to the point where I can rationalize if I'm hallucinating. That's most likely not there, because a way to tell is look at my surroundings, be like, hey, everyone else around me is not acknowledging what I see here that seems off-putting. Therefore, obviously, it's not there. I'm not always that way, but I'm glad that I'm usually that way now. And but there still are times where I'm not that way, and my biggest problems now is just my delusions with the psychotic symptoms that I have, or the paranoia. But I would say overall, out of all my mental health, the biggest problem for me is my depression. That's bad. Like it gets bad still. A damn cat. But yeah, that's just a little breakdown of my medication history for my mental health. I know this was a short video, but that's me explaining my mental health medications. Well, with that being said, be sure to like and subscribe. If you subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when I post more content. I like it to see more videos, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I know I'm not active very much, and I apologize for that. I really, I know I say this all the time whenever I post a video. I'm going to really try to be more active in this. Like I said, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Alright, I love you guys, bye. Hi, welcome to another video. I never know how to do these intros. Hi, this is Skits One Through Life! Hi!
Like you always do, you go, what's up, you guys?
What's up? Yeah, like that?
That's you always do.
Hi, this is Skits One Through Life! Welcome back to another video! Like that?
Well, go on, get on to it.
I'm thinking about how to do it. Welcome to another video. Hi, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video of Skits One Through Life. In this video, I will be talking